By way of introduction, my name's Hugh Francis. I represent Ray White, Forest Hill, and for the purchasers in the crowd, I'd like to wish you all the best of luck here today. What a wonderful home on opportunity here. The property's certainly been a wonderful property for the current owners over the last 8 years. They've loved it dearly. Second owners of the home. Previous owner was a landscape gardener. As you can see, absolutely meticulously put together when it was all conceived. A wonderful home on offer here today. The auction today will take 3 parts. The first, a reading of the contracts. The second, a brief description of the home. And the third and final part, the fun part, where I get to hand it over to you for your competitive bidding. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank our vendors, Chris and Helen, for allowing us to market their home over the last 4 weeks. It's been an absolute pleasure. We wish them all the best of luck today and all the best of luck moving forward with the next chapter in their lives. You'll see today a couple of the Ray White staff in the crowd. They may come over and have a chat with you if you certainly spark up a bit of interest during the auction sequence of today's proceedings. My advice would be to take their advice, because they do this every weekend, and I can certainly say that if you've got one of them in your corner, the chances of you walking home with a contract today instead of just a brochure are certainly going to be exceeding. We are selling for and on behalf of our vendor the property described in the certificate of title, volume 10320, folio 193, being lot 45. Better known to you and I as 3 Elaine Place here in Rowville. We are selling today by public auction, whereby 10% of the purchase price will be required upon signing of the contracts, and the remainder of money due and payable in 30 to 60 days. Unless prior arrangements have been made, these are the rules and these are the terms that you'll be bidding on today. The auction will be conducted in accordance with the rules and any additional conditions that have been made available for inspection prior to the start of today's auction. The auction rules prohibit an auctioneer from accepting bids or offers on the property once it's been knocked down to the successful bidder. If you do hear me announce it on the market, call it 3 times, hit the contract on my hand. By law, the property will be deemed sold and I cannot take a late bid. So please make your intentions clear, and I promise that I will give you ample time to do so. The vendors do have a reserve price. The law does permit vendor bids. The words that I'll be using during the auction to indicate that I'm making a bid on behalf of our vendors today will quite simply be those 2 words, vendor bid, and only I as the auctioneer can make a bid on behalf of our vendors. The law prohibits false bids, major disruptions by bidders and bidders from attempting other bidders from bidding, and do provide fines for this conduct, but I can't imagine we're going to have any problems here today. Ladies and gentlemen, does anyone have any questions regarding the contracts or the property itself in its entirety? Fantastic. I'll take your silence as permission to move on through a very straightforward contract that you'll be bidding on today. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's not very often that you do manage to find 794 square metres in a court location that's been well loved. It has a pool, manicured gardens, and here today, that's the opportunity. If you've had the opportunity to either live in this street or nearby, you'll know that the community feel around here is one of the best. The times that I've come here through the afternoons and seen the kids in the middle of the road kicking the balls and playing, that's the sort of place you're buying into today. It's not just the bricks and mortar that stands behind me, but it's also the relationships and the community feel that you're going to become a part of by living in this court. I can see a few parents in the crowd nodding, and I can see that they're the ones that actually live here. A couple of the kids here today certainly can tell you that that's definitely the truth. Ladies and gentlemen, today you see 3 bedrooms in that main home with the bungalow out the back, completely self-contained. If you've got that pesky teenager that you just can't seem to get motivated, so you don't want to have to see them in the house all the time, you can kick them straight out the back there, let them jump on their video games or whatever it may be, or potentially charge them a little bit of rent for it and keep them till they're 25. Up the rent each year, a great little investment for you there. Or potentially Nana and Grandpop that love to come over and stay for a few months of the year. Well, we all love Nana and Grandpop, but sometimes we don't want to have them at the dinner table every single night. So that could be the perfect opportunity to get the best of both worlds. This property really does offer something for each and every one of you. Wonderful family experience, which I've just gone over, but also a fantastic investment opportunity. The gardens may look busy, but I can assure you they've been very particularly chosen to offer you a low maintenance lifestyle, only that front lawn there to be mowed. It's a wonderful property to live in. I'd buy it if I was you. Ladies and gentlemen, the way in which we're going to sell it today will be first call, second call, third and final call. When the contract's in my hand like so, the property will be sold. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's all from me. It's over to you now. It's the fun part. It's the bidding sequence of today's auction. You've been sitting there over Christmas thinking, I can't wait for the next opportunity to go down to Rowville and buy a property at auction because you were frustrated that you missed out in November and December. You should have already settled and been in one already. Today's your opportunity, ladies and gentlemen. Over to you now. Who'd like to start our bidding off here today at 3 Elaine Place? Sorry, little buddy, you need to be over 18 with a checkbook. Maybe mum and dad. What do we say, folks? Happy to start off nice and easy. Every auction seems to start the same, maybe in the high eights. Been quoting 9 to 9.90. Certainly can't be a question of value at that level. Happy to start things off in a vendor bid, but I'd much rather see some genuine interest here from you in the crowd. I'm seeing familiar faces. Some of you here 2, 3 times. Today's the day that you get the opportunity to buy your dream home. Over to you now. What do we say, guys? 880,000, can we say? Just raise your hand or call out your bid at 880. Well, that's okay. I'll kick it along then with a vendor bid at 880,000. I'll welcome you back at $20,000 increments. Take me to 900 at 880 now. Scratch of the nose or a bid? Scratch of the nose. At 880,000 now, we have with me against you all even playing field. I welcome a competitor in now at $880,000. 900,000 be bargain buying today. At 880, welcome in for 900. Put yourself in pole position at 880,000. If it's within your budget and you love the home, you've come back. Maybe hubby's not here today, but I'm sure he's going to appreciate it. Dad's holding your hand. Dad, throw that arm up. At 880,000 now, potentially a little bit of strategy. I'll call it first time then at 880,000. Welcome in for 900. Let's go for it. Off and running. What do we say? At 880 now. Second call at 880. $880,000. 880. 880 now. Third and final time then. Take me to 900. 900 then on a vendor bid. Same thing here now, taking me in 20s to 920. Only gets more expensive the longer you wait. At 900, at 900, 900,000 now, and your opportunity to get in front. At 900, 900. First time there at 900,000. If you've been through the home physically and you've seen it, you can see the lifestyle this property has on offer. That wonderful outdoor kitchen. If you've been through with me and you've had an opportunity for me to show you all the lighting, there's about 9 TVs in this place, all hooked up to Foxtel. Play that music right the way through the whole house. All automated lighting. If it's a hot day and you forgot to turn the air conditioning on, that's okay because the sensors on the roof will realise that and they're your best friend. They want you to come home to nice 22 degrees every day after work and it'll crank on the air conditioner for you. Automation, it's all there for you. Lights automated in the garage. This house is jam-packed and at 900,000 now, an absolute wonderful opportunity for you. 30 to 60 day terms at 900 now. First call at 900. Second call at 900. I know there's genuine interest in the crowd, and that's okay because you might be a little bit out of form. We've had a bit of a Christmas break. We've been sitting around eating turkey and plum pudding, and you don't realise that it's actually business time, and here's the time that you have to buy your dream home. At 900 now, second call, I'm in your hands. Take me to 920 and potentially put yourself in a position to buy today. At 900. Third, final time then at 900,000. Ladies and gentlemen, I might give you a few moments to have a think about it because we really are at the stage where I need some interaction from you to be able to do a deal here today. Vendors inside have given me clear instructions. As much as they love this home and as much as they have loved living here, it unfortunately does not suit them any further. Their lifestyle has changed, which is opening the door for you and your family to come and live here. At 900, take me to 920, at 900, wonderful opportunity here in Rowville today at 900. 900 now. Well, folks, I'll give you a moment to have a quick think about it, but I can certainly say that if it's value you're after, that's what we have on offer here today. It certainly makes sense. Bear with me for one moment. Well, ladies and gentlemen, once again, instructions are clear. They'd love to sell today, but for that to happen, I'm going to need some participation from you. And $900,000, if it makes it easier, I'll welcome in a $10,000 bid if that's going to help. A 900, welcome in for a $10,000 and put you in on top. Michael, what do you say? Down there, you're going to throw me 10? A 900. A 900,000 now. A 900. Bronwyn, any further interest there? Sorry. 900,000 now we have. A 900. Here's the opportunity. Sean needs to know. A 900, maybe push for 10, put you in on top. A 900,000 now. Your children will thank you for it in 10 years' time. The children that you haven't even had yet will thank you in 10 years' time for buying this property on today's date. A 900 now needs some interest from you at the lower end of what we've been quoting throughout the proceedings at 900 now. First time, a 900. Second call, a 900. Third and final time now, 900,000. Any further interest there, guys? Push you in for 10, put you in on top. A 900. 900,000 now. Ladies and gentlemen, we do have post-auction competition. What that means is that certain parties that have inspected the property today have been hoping that the property will pass in today so that they can come and make an offer after auction for their own personal reasons. The opportunity right now is to make a bid, become the highest bidder. You do then reserve the right to negotiate first, therefore locking out your competition. And 9 out of 10 times we will do a deal inside. So at 900,000 now, 10,000 and put you in on top and buy the opportunity to negotiate first. A 900, counted 3 times, then we will hold the property over and negotiate with those interested parties post-auction. A 900,000 for the first, second, third, final time, a 900. Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you'd like to hang around, we do have some interested parties in the crowd and on the phone. We do expect to have a result fairly soon. If you've got further interest, we'd love to have a chat with you. Thank you very much for attending another railwide auction. Have a wonderful weekend and take care on the roads.